All right, abusua memfa enase sononko emfiri Mega TV aso ye emfa mbra bibia nyankopon enhyira papa ene abrebia mo supporter modi emai ewo yem platform we eso na MPP member of parliament former Obuasi. Yes, the member of parliament, former MPP member of parliament. Adin Sembi Ababontin. Now, the current leadership of MPP, we know. In fact, especially the leadership in the parliament house, no, some of them be a hypocrites. Omumpe as omumpe no kore. What I say, MPP for no mumpe no kore. Uka sem no kore chiromwa na eyo mu se o se party no. Sebi uhu ade na akoka eyo mu se odi opese o se party no. In fact, we edi sembebre atudwa na wa blast MPP for no ankasa the colleagues members of parliament. You see, this is not the first MP Obabonti. Subin Emrashi Bigreni, our no so ye de incumbent MP Edimo Subin constituency no, or no so Babonti ebe blastic in Ufrata, any the other MP selfishness, our modity parliament wama Sebi Ghana Enkonim. Now we are making a semi Edward Ennim, or also the former Obuasi East, yes, Obuasi East member of parliament. Why a member of parliament from Akuffo pencil about 2012 about 2016 into 2020 and 2017 and an Addo the term and I went to me answer. In fact, our experience hunu na orewe ensema okan no enye nsenketwa mepese ebeko yakwa kwoti ono ankasa na ndisem e obra one Kwame Nkrumah kese e OKFM omodi enkomo no ehyeso yenkoni nkoti meso se revival man ne link no e description nim ko na ko subscribe to the channel na fe so bomodina na yeden na costume ne nwum no e all the digital platforms Spotify, Boomplay, Audiomack, SoundCloud and the other, social media handles are the play and young na follow no na bibi ntimi enkoso dino a revival man what you say yanko ponshira yanko ni nkoti ura friend Edward Ennim, former member of parliament Edema Obuasi East constituency yanko ni nkoti in the Ashanti region and some of the two do Nwankasa ni MPs was codium very well, and I think said this is how or mine I was a building. I was said to the be a political and to honum. Ye di ye party to honum kakra. Na ye be ya no na kasebi no kware no edichire amanfo no. I think say no ebeboa a chen say na me MPP ni mpese me gu me party mpese me say. You see, sad na mo mine nkoyi no. Yenkoti nsen no fabre koba do another audio bi amebo asan edi achiro yankopon hirawo.
Wahia mo so ase so wi ata be compare check Ghana for am we nye Jimmy ni dam. I mean, we tolerate nonsense okronwa. Come up was now got some me Kwame me power. Now Kwame o ye no matia me juma. Na me so power say me timachi na man chewa. Na o Kwame obi be jan say me mu nipa be jan say Kwame na ya ade we. Na me so tumi me timachi na man chewa. Kwame we me nipa na okasa anya dam no abo. I mean, from I saw some questions. It's time. I'm being here because of a vino course on a V. Ghana, I bought from Etiano. And the Groma, Miss Ampe, Kopana Fana, Kwame, Yantua Bama, Baya, President Akuffo, you have been a time. Or Chokata, Koma, all municipal, metropolitan district executives, including ministry, said, who budget tonight, the amount. My project, the project should go with Secréts, the amount. My man, Blosso. But I'm for time. Me, I'm let me. Sir, do you know the secret coming? In Africa, any Ghana, I'm in Impano. Let me tell you, me, I've been MP for 12 years old. Before time, at Amil's time, Joe Mama time. Now, I don't want a man seven under the government. Kwame. The secret is open busobia or former this year. Or Yamisro no more also Yami, I know a minister, Yamisro no more. And yet you also Yami, Yamisro no more. Obakachon said, in Ghana particular, the more they award contract, the more they get their share. If you ever say on the contract, we are the more 10% what year. Budget no, only budget on what you account. But the more award no, the more no the 10% from for the more. Whether you be paid or not, the fun of. And then people then do study work too.
How much upfront?
Yes, how much upfront? Kwame, me have been in the system and I know what I'm talking about. Yango ponsi in the America. And I project Amaya flyover. Any road asphalt. Ghanaians should sit down and ask at what cost. Because information be a million. There are some contractors and you want 20 minutes, you guys for 10 minutes to somebody and once one year to Ghanaian.
It's a common practice. It's a common practice.
A Ghanaian, and he agreed. Somebody to swam. Only young people message he would deal with people nicely. I mean, I always say it. He would deal with that these wicked people nicely.
Nicely.
Now, I'm a percenter who deal with them. Nanka say, "Go more channels wa. Omo support omo kwasi asemona. Omo kakro mbedi nzo kwa nanka. That punishment is so komo so no mobusi aposo." Now, for example, the above any no. You tell body from a safe way, no. No, for the beer. Then can you go to the front uncle Ponina? Gabu do a binanka, now go pass answer that I said, Obi Abon and Sissy Achabia and Anna Ray, Achabia, or Casango Pono, Binan, you want natural. Chrono Chrono, you come with a way. Kwame, there you answer. We can walk on any more time. Would you? I just go actually. But we want to scam where we are also money to sign. Dantana down here. My dress is the time. When we dress a phone on upon our share. It didn't. It didn't change our moon.
Sebi, I fear no team the car now to Timun. If you fear no team the cast now to Timun.
I don't know still any sometimes I will be a bar. Then you got for. Now I did a hammer. You promise to drink. And I'm saying, I cannot say, what all questions say, and what other day, one summer canoe, a gentle person needs to formula, and I'm saying, now, all radios, some kind of corporate presidential, and be able some kind of building a maker. It's an upper chema. You says the answer, what become money agent, all be between me for. Let me use Jimanapa, Mr. Say, oh, there be Umu, and I'll command you. Oh, come and think of one of the out of the world, come to almost an and my mind almost don't go Jimo.
Come to Sana.
The Marco Jim, I'm going to come to our own more. I'm a journalist who will be so money on my compromise on. Journalist be play, I'm a Gino, my compromise on because of my college board position at 2 minutes damn, almost about radio. So I got in a real piece of journalist also or play game nowhere. Who's that? What about not the real because of board be or that's something. Now I turn on it. And some who can cancer and probably apart from Ghana news, they're not TV.
Hey, apart from me,
me don't CNN go. The kind of crash out. And you know, sometimes they call Ghana have meeting current job. Meaning they are going. First, I'm sorry, past 16 news, 8 18 you know. There's a me my call for my jazz and my because callers, they put me up. As a remote control, but John, I guess when you know, because the honor to an abroad there, Fano. It's me time, maybe some cry, and a journalist, when you go the line of question, and over no more be Omoya. I just said, and Mamma come across on me, come on, journalist, Papa be any baby as I'm your
now, I honorable. Enema wodo ben na yemfanyina so na wone omkoto abomonto ebisi economy ebisi yenhwe to the dollar rate ebim se yenhwe free senior high ebinum se yenhwe 24-hour economy yene ekoto aba no se uje futuo bi ye futuo afiri wo a yenyina de beso
wa me se me na mkeka jawe akeka dada constitution no the obit my business and no mama executive president no Lawrence here the fan who do you know other president the buy na so person am benefit o person o meka ho hwe no me pe de obe ye ho bibi e na maka e na me se Ghana for hwe no mo san hwe de oba ofo ewi ayen no ye fa kwa me so age esika because the Ghana ko besia ba onya no kra ba ko pe e na tre no ye ahoho a ese yensuo na ye tu a ye kan your oba be stop ade no kwa me economy ni fa no discipline the other discipline beba
Baba, what's here? Political parties nina wamanyuku any NDC ba wambayan share amoma ye responsible mining sa na muso so microphone so aka se enya de amobetwam na mum ba bi ti say ye mining in the forest no nsuo so ne ade o ma start ho asem kora da minim ba bi a akosie da enti no se ene wo nyina wo makeka ka
parliament ye omo
sawo
amansa no so ya ba da 16 ana enti no kosi sai enti ye to Ghana for pen ba na de omukeka no mo ya mi ameba bonten abe presi
we
but say the material media dance yes me ansum ma ko parliament bia ehun se no ma bebre no ye ka ba ye no ka me se jo tim kan se me nji bia antum si ya
na ayi
ade na si
na uka corruption say me uba office of the special prosecutor oba empower wo ana we ye free ho usu say we oba ba onyere
well menim how mo constitutes you know menim the powers or what any no and Kwame like I'm saying no executive presidency no 2 minutes unti no wo di agora de bia no that just no ara na on say enye NPP asem na make on NPP NDC obi aba power bia no e try it sadia no obi also bound person stop and make Kwame it bothers about the constitution the powers of the president no Kwame hono ya antakrea sansa me kanyina no ebe koso sa ebe ye office of prosecutor obi to so as president the frustrating ejuma okay the constitution now is a tackle that executive presidency powers no and also a tackle no president no only power to appoint think a CDS Kamreka dey Obatona na onwe the service na undimi you know IGP Obatona no onwe na ejuma you get a point we should find a way to fine-tune that democracy. Yes, democracy is America for and British for. The papa we have to do the right thing. Oh, now until so Sahadiano, a bit on the Kwame. We no. A position piano still will be controlled by the president. Or people will be able to control, control by you. That was president for no one year. Kwame, you told than you.
I see. Na mamemro na no ne ani wangasa unia Eugene Boachientwi edi nkomo se party wo sa ne aheda soma obi amanisika so wo metum na wo behwe se dia wo kan kura no wo ye obi ahi ne wo manipulate from abonten na committee kura no obi wo kura o parliament on na committee bia so wo no so ache wo ma bedwembo enu no mo kan se na yesen
but Kwame yana baby edu no e was leadership no manya nsurubo omo kan na sa no onye sisi because omo na ye involve omo na ye sa no man omo na fan kofo a be Ennim de but because they can control them or because they sponsor them to become MP no omo na sa lobby say for omo ye put in for position because the whole business befa me say dia kan ye no kwedie was say leaders no teach Ghana for baby Addo no so man find it could be amadia the only thing Ghana say you been free baby a woman there na no chese any na chese say two parties we no dey kwa na e there na chese say retire me no nya
na ere ho aba
oh na ye petel force people
oh okay
is it Benin for ya no say one Benin omo economy ni growth mo bia because omo town for so many years two political parties chumudi you to be on the momo boy to about yamu to yamu and independent candidate winning and the chrono coso so Benin Ghana for so any ate so dey bia say party woman too many papa party ma party still na to about not nipa na wo jano no nipa vision not the policy not except chronosema ekoso dabi adana you can say me poman if you know social media okay
assemblyman
baby edu no santini ho o baby ni ebi asante fo atemu a o ya santini ho on defend da on can be da by ending the political party atemu obo so sisi a how do you want to kai no
ai was who ya den
ya so obi asantini a ho no ja baby na enkofo bi distant fo atem ana ye di ho fewa ono ya oya santini o onso so baba ka kan political party ho asem won to ko no boko enti be bia ko ye do no o sikadie no any position e dey mo bia na kwakwa me ko ayo ngofo wo a na omuti chensu for 200 cities 9,000 500 cities and they are millionaires. They are having, big time properties almost show awful. How come we are poor now within 4 years of a billionaire? A honest kind of war. And the hospital can be also part of them. We are also cancer phone and now we are chrono ababo. Come kind of crash or that a political party is too now. No, you know you are chrono my post when you be that.
Obandu because we are grown for Debbie. Oh no.
Because you Ennim now so be on your normal baby now who you be a corrupter. Suppose who you
how now
come obi the same answer wona you go post na me kai say e fe say o ye ba power na panyi bi say e we mines no me ya wo mines as atra mines mu ho mines chrono so aba parliament aba vice chairman of the mines energy committee higher deputy ranking the longest serving member of mines energy committee Martin Angugu Ashanti appoint him on their board near the identity common mami rule be or mine you want penny pan or cast some show mumaka for a na obey the desire animal to control no can't be a drone no because who the sorrow mamma and come back no for him no catch him say we are similar na over so where illegal man go say you no be na me no the camfa and no crown so say o man pa mame because the card one person we can fa the kwame sana de no dro
wow
the grace a wono ye de no ma o say so na fa pa me ye fa ma be bia Ghana dro no and Ghana fo nkwa so na wo so mani tre e ho se be dro no afi de ya hwe ho aye obibia ye ntimafo ne ho be kire ya apart from that ye be kon de ekona the tradition no ne be bia me free any baby me ma me free ewo any say family party high war any the be judgment there and nobody should cry say a Ghana say obi anye din ni ntram sa na yen kon sa
I see
na fe ebedu be no na fe de wo mo ye principle no kra so do mo agim say ne so for pretty say jama munjai na mo munjai say ne no so for so do mo agim
na agim life
ebedu be no munya obi a obegba be kasa bio ye na obi a de ho akogim na obi a so wies kan be na fi ko na bo se top na fi magim ni so
enti we Obuasi former member of parliament Obuasi East Edward Ennim na what he say oboni nkuru no na ensema okan yi na so ensema sebi edi NPP nya na no kware eno na edi Ghana abedru at this stage eno na edi Ghana abedu bebi yadri ema Ghana enko nanim ema sebi oburu sebi nya do Ghana enhu de yenhu kutokumfa kuranhye no in fact yare hosem eti owura no apoma kan akore we no kura waka ni si obiti baby a ne ho ye ne hi but ono de waka no kore you see party be cool position party way MPP party no it is tantamount to position eno de oye den a cool position enye nkomhye because ne omu ye na akire se opposition na no mbede ombeko the omuyi na chese opposition na omuye the clamoring for opposition they are clamoring for position ohwe de yekoso na yenko ti nsem bi akoso e wo bobi ansa the show so e wa Accra FM abra honto any Awingovet or railway, and also I think there will PNC and a BBC I stand to be corrected. Commodity a hot one conversation. A speaker, any Supreme Court, any of your markets, sir, and some ne kosono, speaker no person no chase a Supreme Court no person no chase Chief Justice no, or so no speaker in the Juma, of which say we have separation of powers, we have check and balances. Baby was a mubum, nini baby was a mubum, everything. What I say, Obia also Odini Lemo, but how the speaker is, I mean the Chief Justice or any new money there is like Obishenichi and Odise man. Young Cotis answer no, and Brian Koba, there could be an mega med better also a platform way so. Uncle Punch, mess also be Jim Bread, our subscriber, while I keep my dinner share enough for any beer intis and young tear embra.
Nti Rebecca Cho say the Supreme Court Justice Akano a law. Omulo bia so mu ruling bia bia no obi onim nyansa bia ni ho beti sa ruling asida. Abodam rulings kwa no medeba. Eninti no ena 18 million Ghanaians who queue bakwa koto abai obi. Ibekwa koyi no Supreme Court judge phones enum and so ne tre ebe decide who becomes the president. Say, Speaker of Parliament, yes, here were 3 arms of government. There was separation of powers. Man Peniatan executive for Parliament one day, and a judiciary one day. Na Akuffo executive. One on the fa Speaker at the Speaker courts. Challenge Speaker.
Majority leader, not
yes.
Speaker.
No, so majority no dey speaker court. When your majority leader, when your marking is not a majority leader or a minority leader
at the time.
Or still a minority leader.
It doesn't change.
And then that's what has changed?
That's what I say at the time.
I didn't think Supreme Court or Muga got into a moon citing back for contempt. So almost the Bible you can't and family. Why don't they cite a back for contempt? A your marking is the minority leader. No bear minority that at the end of this 8th parliament. Nothing can change it. Now, catch there say, Attorney General na Akuffo na appointing one no was he Akuffo any kanufrata man pressures won jail at forcing and into your wadumano. One no mom na enquire represent Bagben. Was Supreme Court. Bagben a troll letter. Requesting for sole sourcing say or person hire private a lawyer no stand there ya kick against it. Meanwhile the Attorney General Nankasa Krano high a private legal practitioners to sit in for government and Bagbe now no ne Akuffo abai chino Akuffo lawyer and then could defend the Bagbe of a court. Are we crazy? This is madness. Your TV has seen you so no one can sit in his own case.
You cannot be a
Supreme Court 5 judge. Supreme Court I was justice by 13 or 15. 5 Atina cases so at the state of execution aba. Parliament speaker said or no more nyading. And into the seminar but the same judges in all Motina case in this one. And one bus and one is at I decided what the bag with the abandon. This is madness. This is madness.
So
it's like a review.
So they should have constituted a new team.
Very good. Because who now this are ruling we by judgment we buy. And I like Obi appeal. We appeal the same person and at Nassau. Even Supreme Court one. So be the case court. That's one tiasie. No call for review and also call for appeal. Sa judges no moteso no. Others say basi someone na see the numbers ni be beka ho.
Yes.
And it's a
I think so.
But the lawyer for speaker rather request the only one judge to rescue himself.
See, and any dia ho.
You should have called for them to.
Yes, and any dia ho.
As you are saying, I'm just trying to build
on
what you are saying. That he should have called that. No, you because of you we are here. because of your previous judgment, that's why we are in this court. So we humbly request that they should reconstitute new team to look at our application before.
Not just citing one person.
Not just citing one person.
Okay.
But on common sense and fairness. So now we are Supreme Court judge na watina cases so now the order we aba. And the Speaker of Parliament is so raise legal concerns. Is it not fair? So you step aside for other judges to come and sit on it and determine.
Is there a precedent?
And now who you judge you know you are sitting in your own case. And now a bargain against the Chief Justice and 4 other Supreme Court judges. And these same Supreme Court judges or more natural bargain as so a judge 2 fees or no baby half obebunu for. One money for. And Supreme Court one so be called for review. And I say appeal Supreme Court and reviewer. Say 5 justices in the transfer. This time round they will add 2. Now be 7. Say 7 a better transfer. They will add another 2 now be 9.
So there should be odd.
Say 9 near add it now quite 11. They be odd number. Say they be a bet me.
Yeah.
But this same 5 justices in the transfer. Amuna decided and tonight you have.
No, so so the Speaker lawyer failed to request that.
It's necessary Speaker lawyer now failing to do that. You see, in the matter of justice. So be a misawa na nchese wunum so unim nyasa so be.
But who imparted the committee?
For purposes of fairness and common sense, must say you cannot be a judge in your own case. This case is between a Speaker of Parliament, the Chief Justice, and the 5 justices of Matanaswo. And this what the above for to determine say the above when cano. Abi woman as a dream more. A dear Lanka Supreme Court to be able to say they will set aside these 5 justices of Matanasano. Near Pana another 5 justices. No more say or more Matanasano or most some kind of the Bible when I come at you.
That is to have added a number. Added a number.
But in this case, the same number now at Tanaso. And to say you are but damn same woman say you are expecting a year Akuffo Addo appointed judges saying now judges for Akuffo Addo appointed of them Supreme Court. Now Akuffo Addo any bargain action of Parliament. Now Assembly copy our court. Now Akuffo Addo appointee Godfrey Dame the hatchet man. Wono and representing bargain against a year kind of saying Supreme Court. Now on no Supreme Court no ono ne bargain Asian 5 justices no ne bargain Asian on one certain case no so as I decided say the bargain na say there's no common sense, there's no sense. This is madness. What is going on? And we are sitting in a country and court Parliament is not sitting. If Parliament is not sitting, it feels we are the most powerful human being on Ghana. Why don't you invite parliamentarians to sit in the Supreme Court? Sounds good to me.
We are sitting in a country where a president, the executive, can ignore Parliament and go to Bank of Ghana and take money and chop. What about that? What is Supreme Court one one day? What is Supreme Court one say Akuffo Addo the executive at me bypass Parliament. There be a Parliament no cry say you me for so cry was so. Be a Parliament no why executive me idea without Parliament approval. To Roto. Yeah, come without Parliament approval. Edi bia for so.
Ennim Guasia.
David ye bia for so.
Ennim Guasia unim. Say no follow proceedings now. Say judges lawyers ne kasa on person be kasa because the more tade sorry e kasa and the more I expose
Parliament no won't find yeah me Parliament and so what?
They made their mind
say
nonsense.
And we are sitting in a country, Parliament is not sitting. What is going on? Case in a debate to Ennim no. Yan fan betu Ennim say decided determine whether or not Parliament should sit or not. That is not the case before you.
That they will be chaotic.
Chaotic from where?
If Parliament doesn't sit
what is blah 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 blah? No, whether they will be chaotic.
Let's learn.
The next government cannot spend the first 3 months.
No, come again.
If Parliament, as it stands now, if they are unable to dispense the case quickly, for Parliament to reconvene, if it happened as it is now, and Parliament cannot sit, what it means is that the next government, the first 3 months, you cannot spend.
Okay, so
Because
which means
Parliament will have to approve that first 3 months, especially so that the next government can put up his cabinet and then can present budget.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
The next government,
Yes.
the first 3 months,
Yes.
putting up the cabinet,
Yes.
spending,
Yes.
and it's a obey Jeli Akuffo Addo no, they ain't here first 3 months.
If you don't investigate, he cannot get.
The Parliament they investigating him.
Come again.
It's the Parliament that investigates.
But they have to put the budget. There should be a budget. That first 3 months budget. That will enable.
I didn't hear from
Chairman.
No, let me tell you.
I didn't hear from Father Akuffo Addo.
The next government need resources to give to
Chairman.
We will sell our cars.
The first 3 months.
We will sell our
The next
cars.
government need
We will
budget
sell our properties.
to empower the police,
Chairman,
the BNI.
we will sell our properties and give it to John Mahama. Don't worry.
No.
Chairman, we will sell our properties. How?
The next government need resources.
We will sell our properties.
So you and I and someone would and Solo, we need Parliament to sit and approve the budget.
Chairman, yes, say Assam Emma and Emma. Supreme Court justices. Say Parliament better not say. Someone transfer. We have a case in Metu when you say determine. Say Parliament should sit or not. The matter before them.
Just telling you.
Meba. The matter before them. In any case, for the past 8 years, budget no more approve no fast over na unya free so.
Well, but that's why I said
constitutional crisis.
If they haven't investigated,
constitutional crisis.
We cannot be in constitutional crisis.
Your constitutional one say Supreme Court just Tokunuka say was constitutional crisis. Your constitutional crisis now say ya anya budget. For 2% say anya budget for 3 months Ghana would die.
Oh,
for the past 8 years, budget ni approve
Parliament ni yebi ekura no omo kwaje 42 billion Ghana cedis from Bank of Ghana. Woman ko Parliament.
Get to Tokonu.
Even when the Parliament was opened.
Get to Tokonu.
They should run the country while the Parliament is closed.
Get to Tokonu. Ennim say Parliament is not sitting. So it's a matter, it's a cause of worry. To her.
It is to forget.
But what here it means why aware. Ebrana Akuffo Addo ni se wabro ni dware wo wiem no. Get to Tokonu no aware.
No aware. You know the name.
Yes, or aware. All the crime Akuffo Addo ba commit no aware.
Can go see asem.
Ennim go ase. Say part of a year reliever afenama kisikini say speaker this 4 seat na we declare vacant no. Say manage na automatically NDC bear majority. Now NDC bear majority.
See, somebody is asking a very funny question. I see that Secréts be crowd why you can spend it. The Secréts be crowd why you can spend it.
That's why they have to approve the budget before we go.
Let's go.
But I'm not some kakra
No issues about the court and the
Bobe, I have to leave you.
No, obey your sister.
I have to leave you because I have to.
Obey your sister, then you can
go ahead.
Afenoma can release the court ni bi ni say Supreme Court am fan tabuna anto bagwen so na bagwen 4 seat no declare vacant no. Ekoso a NDC eba be majority in parliament. Na so bo be majority in parliament a ebema Akuffo Addo aba no aye unpopular. Ebema omo kwan amomo a reverse enyama bi a omo aye. Ebema omo kwan ma government ni business I difficult for them. And the Supreme Court justice say yes, you know we are doing and inti ya the indefinite a year stay of execution. Ye mpese Akuffo Addo aban ebe ya unpopular. Ye mpese Akuffo Addo decision a what take ya NDC majority fi say nyane. Ye mpese obe reverse. Listen to this. And the Supreme Court for want to tell us say Akuffo Addo shouldn't be unpopular even when the government is unpopular. So let's do everything to make sure that Akuffo Addo unpopular. And we sit on this thing, we call it this justice. We call it justice. A mockery of democracy. A madness to common sense reasoning. because the Supreme Court one no say NPP be win majority o NDC be win majority o enya wasem o to no bi anto so aba. Who becomes minority and who becomes majority and who becomes Speaker of Parliament enya wasem. Now so under this Akuffo Addo not just Senini Yabua free NDC MP bribe no say on money say no obeto fuel amano na on vote enfama Aaron Makokwe ebrano mkwa pre-elections and Chief Justice and Supreme Court is more interested in who becomes Speaker of Parliament and who becomes majority and minority in Parliament. And we sit here and say oh, they are Supreme Court justices, so we shouldn't talk. Is this democracy? This is madness.
No, nobody says you shouldn't talk. What they say is that
this is madness. Now,
constructively.
me say, Enimguasia abano, Ghana for let's all come together. Say, see democracy in the power, then we should do everything possible to make sure say this is not the kind of democracy. Any MPP 4 years say the 18 a year Ghanaian electorate, your vote will not count. Nemom sa Supreme Court justice na Akuffo Addo bai walodo omudegu ono omo na person mu choose leader edemayen the 1992 constitution will not matter. Nemom the omo beka no and the law. This is where we are heading towards.
Angobet, so you had ACP Agbojo,
yes,
and other matters.
Cameron. It's true.
So far we na me for
Cameron ora. I am not correct. I listened to him bit and pieces because at the point I have to get down from my car. Listening to ACP retired, it is pathetic that he has to go through this. If it is true that in the main platform where this coup d'etat issues was discussed and he was actually not on that platform, I think it's the investigation should have ended up that no, where they actually discussed the main issue, this man was not part in that platform. But you see, we heard from him. I'm sure the Ghana police and then other security investigators are also listening to the issues that he raised, including the defense minister Kukuba, because this your platform is a very huge platform.
But do you think they care?
If it's true what the retired ACP said, I think that he deserves compensation for the suffer that he went through, for the ordeal. Not only him, it has psychological trauma on his wife, and I was happy at the point he even said that Nairi was very supportive. You know, this can lead to divorce. So,
Yeah.
Say, Nipano or Yede or all of the sudden that we kunu at this high profile case Echino, whom you know very well that Oye top no security officer said okay, no, he has done investigation for over 30 years. And I said okay,
Yes, 35.
Then at the end of the day, this person can found himself into this trap. That is not smart security person, but the guy is smart. Look at the things he said. As someone of he has Google to read 2019 that they were arrested, right?
Yeah, 2019.
He read everybody position about him, including you, whatever you said about him, and he's been able to memorize. So you ask yourself whether is it the second Nkrumah or the second Mandela that we have now?
Very smart guy.
Either he's the second Nkrumah or the second Mandela. He's able to write vivid whatever people said, messages. The guy is very intelligent person, and so I'm happy. He said he has petitioned the police council, isn't it, for all his ranks that he was supposed to end before his retirement age. And if I think he deserves it, if it's true, I think he was acquitted and discharged, right?
Yes, yes.
He was acquitted and discharged.
Yes.
So if he was acquitted and discharged, then he really truly they have to promote him and give him that promotion salary. Anambwa. Because he didn't vacate his post. As some nobody to know. So at the end of the day, they say as some a so acquitted in the charge means he has never committed any crime. Anambwa. And I'm many lawyer as I'm say. So if that is so, then he don't even need the next police council to come and say his letter merit. So whatever be the case, even if this police council deny him, and he said he's rightly, he will do same. If the next police administration comes, the next police council is set up. That is after 2024 election. He will petition again, and after that, he will take the state to court to compensate him. And I think he's rightly so. I'm sure he's not just making a statement. Probably have spoken or consulted his legal team about his predicament. But the truth of the matter is, the state should even be in a hurry. They should be in a hurry to go and compensate him. If you have taken somebody's son through this ordeal, his wife, his children, his immediate family, his extended family, really had tough time. Because, is it true, say, he has actually committed this crime? Then after several months or years, I think he was in custody for almost 2 years. Is it not this year? This year,
was it 265 days?
I think they left him this year.
The case started.
Is it not this year they left him?
January 20.
Yeah.
This year they left him, 2019 to 2024.
2020.
So it's more than 2 years.
No, also 2019, no money bail.
Now, they re-arrested the same
They
year.
rearrested. Any of them continuously 200 and something days before more their case now.
So you can imagine the ordeal that he went through. His wife,
even 7 days. Even 7 days.
I'm telling you. And he's a strong man. He could have break down. His colleague died. The Dr. Palmer, in his blessed memory, he passed away.
Well,
This alone can give him pressure than you would die at his age. You can get pressure. You know that.
Yeah.
But I don't know this. So he could have also died, assuming he was the one who died. And now the court will come to say, you acquitted in discharge. Acquitted in discharge, dead body. So what happened about Palmer? Was it part of the judgment that they give?
I don't have details.
No, we need to ask. So that the family, if he was not part,
Mark Pam.
So the judgment that got the discharge,
We don't have details.
he acquitted discharge, and then those who, some were sentenced to death, right?
Yes.
Some were
Kojo Gamale, Ali, Seydou Abubakar, and then
I'm saying the one who died, because it looks so. Assume what I'm trying to say here, assuming it is the ACP without any prejudice, without any malice, was the one who died.
But
And today they said you actually did not commit the crime that we are holding you for. You are acquitted. So you are acquitted in the charge, a dead body.
with Mark Pam, I don't know. I don't have details.
No, you are the media. You have to follow up.
No, because but you can only follow up after here.
Yes, because so that my Pam family too. My Pam too has wife. He has children. He has extended families. That he was through him, he was paying their fees. Through him, they were fed. Through him, they were clothed. Through him, they were living his comfortable life. Maybe he too. At the end of the day, there was nothing found against him. Yet, because of this detention, out of pressure, the person passed away. So what am I trying to say is that we have top-notch security officers. We should not politicize the security agencies. So that when you have a case and you are the investigator and you see the truth, just report it and discharge the person. Besides that, our court system, there are certain cases we have to speed it. I saw who? College Dauda. He goes to court every day because the government is interested in the case. I saw that the MP that was struck out by is it Cape Coast Court, and he went and won his seat again. Judge Kwesi. You remember his case? He was good. Even after he won the election, they still bring him to court, right?
Oh yes, of course.
And he was supposed to come to court every day. And these are serious issues. Look at our brother, the former Auditor General. Domelevo cases. Was the state didn't have the interest for it to run, just for this man to go on retirement, then the court will say, oh, it was wrong. What the president did was wrong. So, but the state didn't recommend compensation for you could say they did not give him any compensation. in their judgment. So I'm interested to know, ACP Agojo, right, was acquitted and discharged for the number of 200 and something days. He was in custody. No, what did the judgment say? They should compensate him, or the judgment did not talk about compensation?
And whether even to reinstate him.
Yeah. No, even compensation first, because if you say I am innocent, but my freedom was taken. You got it right. In the other jurisdiction, these people could have been shot dead. You know that? They could have been shot dead because we were, all of us together, all of us actually agreed that these people were actually going to do what? Coup. I was convinced.
No, me, I was never convinced.
You know why? Because I remember one day I was traveling to Volta region when they said there was these people with that old man his group,
secessionist phone,
and they came up, helicopters were landing in Volta region picking people to Accra. I was traveling to Oti region. They stopped us after immediately we crossed the bridge. You know there are military in the going into that town, Japan town.
Japan, yeah.
We were stopped till the soldiers do whatever they want to finish before they open the road for all of us to go through. Even we saw people running towards.
I will go with me, Manje and Dida.
Sawang. But
how can a Akuffo Addo?
The man said something here that when Kokubako speak, and because we all know Kokubako always carry 2 bars or 3 bars to your media houses.
But me bow.
We know we talk. He speaks fat.
I will go with.
And that's what the man said.
I will go with. Hold on. How can a sane person like me, a rational person like me, Bobi, then a caliber like Kwakubaku speak? Na me, Bobi, and my dear, say, Asama Kwakubaku cano. Me a sane, me a rational person. Me opposite, and a Kwakubaku. How can my opposite,
Bobe,
like Kwakubaku speak?
Bobe,
na me Bobi and said to me a trasia dia to me say, but them need to say Kwakubaku kasa. Na me ma jedi.
Bobe Kwakubaku give reference and say I am speaking on authoritative information that I intercepted.
Hold on, hold on.
I mean the guy said. The police officer. The police officer.
I will go back.
Yes.
Walk to Pantan.
Yes.
A mentally ill person can tell you the date you're in the bar. Walk to Pantan. Nebusa Obia Sabina Mukano said Dabania do what natural.
Oh my God, the date he saw himself.
So if Kakubaku echo to data, this is a mentally deranged guy. But
so what I'm trying to say here is it is true that the man is fighting for his right. All of us who have the voices, who can speak, should all put pressure on government to compensate him. He deserves the compensation, number one. He deserves all his ranks that he was supposed to have before his retirement age. And so the current police council bought.
Okay, so for clarification purposes, ACP retired Agojo just sent a message that when I was arrested the second time, I got bail after 2 weeks. Okay. So that means listening to our conversation. Yeah.
So what it means is that his rank should be restored. For hold him unlawfully. I think this was unlawfully because he didn't commit any crime. He didn't break any of our laws. He needs to be compensated. And I think his lawyers, all good-meaning Ghanaians, should appeal. If they don't do it now, and tomorrow, assuming tomorrow, John Mama win election, and said, I'm restoring him and paying him, they will say, oh, he's an NDC man. It is Ghana first, not political parties or not party affiliation first. For me, I want them to behave the way the Americans behave. Ghana first. What did I say? So this current police board or council members, and I think His Excellency the Vice President is the chairman of the police council. He should be able to chair his board and let them give, because it can be him, it can be you, Bobby, it can be me, Asake, it can be any of us here.
I have been there before.
And so and then our security agencies, anytime you pick somebody suspicious and you investigate, you see that this person has nothing to do. Why? Don't you think that they could have? Someone said something. One of the NPP Tema West chairman said, what did he say? He said this expelling Hopes in Addo is a headache to NPP, and that they could have just leave him and be monitoring his actions. What do I say? Yet, so I know by now, maybe within NPP, they know that Hobson is ahead of them. But what the harm has been caused? What do I say? This policeman, it works in the police service. You could have left him, be monitoring him to know whether, what is it? But you still holding this man for over 200 and something days. This man could have gone hunger strike and die innocent. And they will say that, what would they say? They wouldn't have reported that. As I'm saying, I'm sure the state is silent on Palmer's death. And that is why the judgment, we did not actually see Palmer's report or the judgment on Palmer.
No, Palmer was giving testimony at the time he died, so they expunged. They deleted his testimony.
So why should they?
That's what
I'm saying, his family to fight. Oh, so there are innocent people who are in, that means innocent people are in jail.
You are not telling.
So I'm saying that our police should be nationalistic. They should be nationalistic.
Anyway.
All right, so we in sema omudiatu idwa honto ena oti ninka uti bobian saso nka sanso uti awingo vetin so enka se opeso uti fu odu na in fact ewo Accra FM ewo YouTube ana so ko bobian sa YouTube page ni so a onso betimi enye bi na wati the full audio no what you say nti no I very sad say Ghana at this crucial moment no say bi yempese NPP for mpese ombeka no kra kire Ghana for tisisi no omani de omuntimi mbuni bio omuntimi manije omani bio and baby omani na dru ni de eye denya omaka akwantimfi and there is no way the momu bio ombetimi aye hu bibi they can never do anything mfakire NPP for can never do anything enti sa hypocrisy don body tete honom mpese ombeka no kra kire Ghana for na bomian nama oh yeah it is possible mama can say me chiro say wo ya ade na say obomo bu na wa hu say ade de wo faili wo hu say ade we de ma faili wi and it so the baby asamba akupe ina ka de show hu kran ebe yi it is possible it bomia sem na okika no it is possible no anye say ya ade bia with all due respect, and I say, whatever happens, no, obetimi affects economy no do. Untimi, it is possible. Untimi, I'm telling you. Me on one kasa watna say we say we fail, and some more kind now. And the me on one say it has come back to him. No, so making no a position. Public lectures or organizing public seminars and it has come back to him. And then when we say no, in fact, when you make guase, and he no one can say what one more ferry and all man who in some it is possible nanka a day in 2016 2020 the battle is the loss and then idea Masasano Kokumbeka say nanado mumbu na indie bomia bedio bomia ebeye den ewum bomia komu kwaye den bomia failure and bomia let me tell you he can never fix anything in this country. He can never fix anything in this country. Ontimi obetimi anka yamano 8 years ni ontimi nya hwe about for na ye koyi bomia ntimi nya hwe ore nam kroma and as to oboni tinku and ojenchia and all kind. It is possible we nima the cry possible. We don't know the kind of thing that possible. And you know, it is possible say obey them obama on my way economy national class bill obesiam on my way sebi yakwa huhiamu obesiam e ho akire obesiam sebi enkofo ne yire no mabusuafo bese o man no people are going to be suffering said ye ho kire it is going to be multiple it's going to multiply. A lot of things will happen of which he would have no idea about it because onim the way on one kasa or a reckless man or the nam or ne ho nneɛma it is possible nim deɛ possible enti very simple mesrɛ mo moma yɛnto aba no against MPP because this particular moment MPP can never solve our problem. They are more the ample time to do their best. We have given them the ample time to do their best. But Shiranka Yankopon say, Omuye dede ewo position e can same be ebra ene yamomu that time no. They are not demonstrating. They are still putting blames on opposition party for 8 years. They are giving blames to COVID-19. Even baby a copy China more economy robust, economy kama. They are giving blames to Russian Ukraine war and sebi omukro economy no muja muntu kwan economy juma. So these are the people they are not ready to improve, always putting blames, always apportioning blames to one another. Tino, you know Edward in Loka in a moment for MPP, they are frustrated, and this is the failure leadership in the Fourth Republic. Yet me the witness. Akuffo is a failure, Bome is a failure, MPP current is a failure. Period. Akuffo Shroud. Me mami cheba for United States, mami Yankopon Yokesi, mami Roye B. UK Yankopon Shram mami. It will be beyond so negative. I say it to Macau. Bye bye.